I, 33F, am a horse breeder and own 10 horses. I have a little sister, 19F, who is a surprise baby for my parents. They didn't think they could have more after me, so she is quite babyed even now. They begged me to take her on to help her get some work, and I agreed but made it clear she'd have to work hard and there would be no slacking. She has generally been fine with it and enjoys being around the horses, though I do have to light a fire under her arse at times to get her to keep working. The problem, however, arose when a local animal rescue asked me to help them. They had a stallion surrendered to them, and they didn't have the capabilities to take care of him. I had room, so agreed to take him. I've also arranged a full genetic testing on him to ensure he's alright, as it seems like he was gotten through backyard breeders. I've also made an appointment to have him gelded, as I don't know enough about him to risk him not being gelded. He has his own paddock and is kept in a separate stable than my own horses just to be safe. I'm slowly socializing him, but I'm taking no risks. I've been letting my sister sit in on my breeding planning for 2025, and my main stars are going to be Dante and Willow. They've had 4 successful and healthy foals who are going to go into dressage. I know they work well together, and Willow has had a 2-year break, so she'll be ready to go again this year. The first warning bell I overlooked was that my sister asked about the new stallion and when I'd be breeding him. I explained he'd not be bred as there was too many unknowns. I don't know his health and I don't have a good enough grasp of his temperament. She protested that he was pretty though. Prettier than Dante, and I explained there was more to this than looks. I thought she'd understood and didn't think further on this. Yesterday, an emergency came up and I had to leave my sister alone for an hour. I told her she could take an hour break. When I came back, I found to my horror she'd put Willow into the paddock with the new stallion. I asked her what the fuck she was doing, and she told me she just thought they'd work well together and she was doing me a favor. I got Willow out of there, but not before the new stallion bucked and reared quite a bit from stress. I got Willow out of there, then set about calming him down. I told my sister to get home and not come back, shouting at her quite a bit. I then had a vet come out and check them both fully to ensure they'd not hurt each other. My one relief is Willow isn't in estrus yet. I had the bills sent to my sister at my parents' house. They called me today in a panic asking what the hell this was. When I explained, they told me I was being unfair and she didn't understand, that she couldn't pay this and was being cruel, and my sister was crying. I told them she did understand, she just didn't care, that she could pay or they could pay, but I wasn't. They are freaking out over how they'll afford this. Am I taking it too far? Share.